Today I'm going to be making steamed snapper with okra and rice and peas and fried plantain. Here are the seasonings that I'm going to be using today. We're going to season our snapper after we've washed and cleaned it with onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, black pepper, fish seasoning, and some green seasoning and black pepper. For our veggies, we are going to be using some scallion, which we're going to chop up, some bell pepper, some thyme, garlic, onion, tomato, and allspice or pimento. I'm going to be using a little bit of the red bell pepper because I want the color. And we're going to be chopping up the stuff rough. We're not going to be dicing them real small. We're going to use a whole onion and about one whole bell pepper, a sprig of thyme, and maybe about 4 or 5 pimento, a spoon of chopped garlic, and 1 scallion, which we've already chopped up. I've tried making steamed snapper before, but today I'm going to be attempting it the way how my brother instructed me. So hopefully it comes out better than the way I've tried to make it in the past. I am not the best with the fish dishes, but I've been learning to do a better job over time, just asking people and getting different recommendations of things to try. So I'm going to be washing my okra. And I'm going to be chopping them up in big chunks. Now, I'm not the best at picking okra, so I did have a couple that were hard. And you'll see me kind of put those to the side. But the rest of them were pretty good. Then I'm going to peel some carrots and I am going to cut them up kind of big. And I'm going to set those aside with the okra. Some people usually put pumpkin or potato in their steamed fish, but I don't have any pumpkin or potato today. So I'm just working with what I have. So now we're just going to chop up the carrots. All right, so we're going to put some olive oil in our pan and we're going to heat it up. We're going to make sure to cover the bottom of that pan so it doesn't stick. We're going to put our spoon of garlic. and we are going to pour in our veggies. This is the onion, bell pepper, tomato, that mixture that we cut up, everything except for the okra and the carrots. Those are going to be on the side, and we are going to try to just saute these and just kind of cook them down. We are going with the method that my brother recommended, which is to kind of cook the veggies and then put the fish in. So we're going to put our allspice. And then we're going to prep our stuff for our rice and peas. So we're going to use a half of onion, and we're going to be chopping this up really small. And we're going to be doing the same with our bell pepper. We have a sprig of thyme and one stalk of scallion. And we've just kind of smashed the scallion. We're not going to be chopping it up. So we're checking on our sauté veggies for our fish. We are going to go ahead and add our okra and carrots. And we're gonna put half a pack of fish tea. This is leftover from another time. And I am going to also put some Vita Complete seasoning in here and a little bit of water. So we're gonna go ahead and put a little bit of oil. This is the pan for our rice and peas. Then we're going to add our chopped up veggies. So a spoon of garlic, the onion and bell pepper, and thyme and scallion. And we are going to saute these as well. We are going to add 1 cup of Grace coconut milk. And 1 can comes with about 2 cups, so I typically freeze the other cup so that I can use it next time. And then I'm going to add a can of red kidney beans. I am not going to be cooking my beans from scratch. A little bit too lazy, but you know, it works. So I'm gonna add a cup of water and 1 beef bouillon. And then I am going to stir this and let it simmer for a while and just kind of cook. So after we let our veggies kind of cook for a little bit, we're gonna go back and add that Vita Complete that I mentioned. Vita Complete, I feel like I'm always saying it wrong. And then a little bit more fish seasoning. And then I'm gonna stir that up and cover it and let it cook for a little bit before adding my fish. But the veggies are looking really good at this point, and they smell awesome. So I'm scooping off half of the veggies so that I can have some of the veggies to put on the top. So I'm just kind of lining the bottom of the pan with the veggies. And then I am going to put my fish in. This is the fish that we've already seasoned. And then I am going to pour the veggies that I just scooped out back on the top. And then we're gonna cover it and let it simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll check on it. So we're going to add 2 more cups of water to our rice and peas. And then we are going to add 2 cups of jasmine rice. Jasmine rice has a really good flavor, so that's why I'm using it. But if you have plain rice at home, you can just use regular plain rice. So we're gonna stir this up, and then we are going to bring it to a boil. And then we will cover it and simmer it. So you can see it's boiling up really good now. So we are going to add our allspice and some butter and stir it up, and then we're gonna cover it and let it simmer. Usually takes about maybe 20 minutes. So now we're checking on our snapper. We're gonna put our pieces of butter on top now. It looks like it has enough juice at the bottom, so I don't need to put any more water. And there we're gonna let that simmer, but it looks pretty good. And we're gonna let that cook for about 20 more minutes. So here we're just gonna peel our plantains and get them ready to fry. We're gonna just cut them up, and then we're gonna heat some oil and start frying our plantains. So once the oil is hot, we're just gonna put them in the pan. You just have to be really cautious with plantain because they burn really, really quick. You know the saying, as soon as you turn your back, it's burnt. So you just gotta be real diligent with plantain. All right, they're looking nice and brown. So we're gonna take them off, and we're gonna put them in a pan that we've lined with some paper towel to just soak up some of the grease. And then once we're finished with the plantain, we're just gonna go ahead and get ready to serve our food. And here we have our steamed snapper, our plantain and rice and peas. It's ready to eat. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.